It's a great day at Jose Perez and Associates. My name is Jose Perez. I'm here to give you guys an update for the month of November. I've got 3 topics to share with you guys. Number 1, I'm going to actually pull out my little crystal ball and share with you guys what I think is going to happen for 2019. Number 2, I've got some great info for sellers, people who are thinking about selling, have been on the fence, or are thinking about waiting for next year. And buyers, I've got some great info for you guys regarding the ability to buy a house now or 2019. So stay tuned for that. So first and foremost, guys, I'm going to grab my crystal ball just like this lady here. And I'm going to share with you guys some info. Like, there's a lot of people out there that talk about what's happening in the real estate market. This guy here, they hit it right on. Let me read this to you guys. Michael Fratantoni, he's a chief economist for the Mortgage Bankers Association. He said, quote, "I expect that home sales growth will pick up again over the course of the next year, even with somewhat higher mortgage rates. But the pace of home price growth will likely slow. I think this is a welcome change and in line with our forecast." End of quote. What that means is that property values are still going to go up. They're just going to go up at a slower pace. Number 2, it means that there's going to be more sales, okay? And those are both great things for us, great things for our market, great things for buyers, great things for sellers. Let me share this other infograph here. They believe that property values, the appreciation going forward, is going up. If you notice this chart, everything is in the green, and that's a great sign, right? Everything is in the green. Also, on this other chart, we can look at 2017, 18, and projections for 2019. They're estimating that we're going to have more sales in 2019. Remember, at the end of the day, in economics class in high school, you had the whole thing about supply and demand, right? If you have a low supply and a high demand, price goes up. So keep that in mind as I share this with you. Let me read this from the National Association of Realtors Home Survey. Quote, "In the third quarter of 2018, 77% of people believe that now is a good time to sell a home, which is the highest percent recorded since the collection started in 2015. This is over a 10% point increase from 63% of the third quarter of 2016. End of quote. Most sellers, just like yourself, always try to put their property up on the market during the springtime. If you notice this chart right here, it'll show you that April, May, and June, the highest recorded months for new listings coming on the market. Now, remember what I said earlier about supply and demand. If you're going to be out there with a bunch of other houses, well, that lowers the demand for you. But if you look at inventory right now, the month supply has been going up. If you were to take advantage of this last quarter and maybe even the first quarter of 2019 to put your property on the market, I believe that you're going to have less properties on the market, which will create more of a demand for your home and ultimately net you more money. Isn't that what you want? So at the end of the day, guys, if you're thinking about selling, you ought to call me today so that we can look at your options now before spring and before the rest of the homeowners get that information and start putting their properties on the market. Now, buyers, I'm super excited for buyers right now because the market's finally leveling off. It's not completely a seller's market everywhere. Some of the areas are actually neutral now. It's not buyers or sellers, and that's great for buyers. Now, what we found, 75% of buyers believe that renting is more affordable than owning. Guys, that's just not true. At the end of the day, buying a house, it's not a short-term investment, it's a long-term investment. There's a lot of benefits to home ownership, which I'd love to share with you on a one-on-one consultation. But number 2, we found that buyers, check this out, events that would influence your decision to buy a home, 63% of buyers said being able to afford a home. Now, this chart here led me to believe that a lot of buyers don't own a home because they don't think they could afford it. Now, this is where interest rates are now, and this is where they're headed over the next couple of quarters. Interest rates are still low. If you look at the average for the last 30 years, interest rates are around 8.3 historically over the last 30 years. We're still in the 5s, guys. Rates are low. So what we've done, we've put together a program where we've aligned ourselves with some of the best lenders to give you the lowest down payment, lowest monthly payment, lowest interest rate. And what we're doing a little extra going into 2019, we are guaranteeing $5,000 either off the price or credit back to you in closing costs, so that way we can really make homeownership affordable to you. So in closing, if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest in 2019, I urge you guys to give us a call so that we can give you the right information so that you can make an informed decision that's best suited for you and your family. Until next time, I look forward to hearing from you. My name is Jose Perez, signing off. Have a great day.